Hey everybody, JB back with you once again for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Before we get started today, I just wanted to let you all know I've seen your comments about the audio desyncing, and I don't know how to resolve it. What I do know is that the audio desyncing seems to get worse as the video goes on. So, and I think it might have something to do with dropping frames, so I've kind of done a bit of a cleanup and reboot of my computer to hopefully help with that. But what I am going to try to do for future episodes of this Let's Play is not make the videos too long, particularly the investigation portions, which I think have been kind of running a little long in these things. So because of that, the Let's Play will probably go on a little longer than anticipated, but I think it'll be a lot easier to watch as a result, so I'm hoping that will help a little bit. But yeah, if anyone knows anything about how to possibly correct this, please let me know, because I don't really know where to even start. I've tried different settings, and yeah, it kind of seems to just be all over the place, and it doesn't really seem to do anything at all. Anyway, we're here for the final part of Case 2 in this game, Reunion and Turnabout. And last episode, Ini Miney's true colors pretty much came out in full force. I mean, she was going absolutely bonkers on the witness stand when we started calling her out. And the whole prosecution narrative about Maya running away from the crime scene to support everything that we had brought to light the previous day didn't really hold up either. So what we do know is that it appears that what happened is that Ini Miney was hiding in the box, the clothing box, and was in the room behind the screen at the time the channeling started. Then she got out and drugged Maya, or maybe Morgan drugged Maya, I forget exactly what happened there, but basically Maya was incapacitated. Ini took over, did the channeling while Dr. Gray had his eyes closed. He didn't know that it wasn't Maya, and she shot him, or no, she stabbed him, he shot her in self-defense, and then she got the gun and shot him. So then Maya basically was taken in by Morgan, who then cleaned everything up, basically. So we're hoping to wrap things up here. Let's see what happens. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Ini could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Hi, Francisca. Ack! Miss Von Karma! She looks a lot different, like, face on than she does in the courtroom, but maybe that's just me. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. I feel like we kinda did. I mean, we found him guilty. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Alright. Well, time to bring everything to a close. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Ini Miney had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Ini Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Okay, last year's accidents. Let's see if we can wring the truth out of her. That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad had happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Go on! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meany's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Okay, I want to confirm some stuff here before we get going. Let's look at this. Okay, that was about the sister. And there's this crash. I woke up a huge sea of flames. Okay, that's pretty much what she said here. I like how even her written testimony sounds like what she sounds like here. I guess this, you know, I was mentioning about the, how this sounds like an opinion piece and all that last time. This could be a tabloid, because these are different articles. Doctor lurking in the shadows? That sounds very tabloidish. Yeah, I don't see anything like that's... Man, now I'm sounding like her. I don't like see anything that's like suspicious here. Yeah, let's and all this stuff's about the channeling chamber and all that, so I'm gonna I'm gonna press. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen in your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was, like, May 2nd. And, like, our accident was, like, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back? Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, like, totally tired, so that's why, duh. Yeah, that's totally a duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was cause the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Ini Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Ini Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Ini Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Yeah, let's go harder here. So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. Yeah, this is kind of odd. I mean, she did say that she was totally pooped as well, but it kind of makes me wonder why she didn't insist that she drive to keep her sister safe. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. Ah, but, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. You don't have a driver's license? Wait, did she mention that before? I think she might have. This is news to me. I wasn't aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meany. Miss Meany, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. Anyway. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the Is there a... Okay, here we go. Let me go back there to that. I'm assuming this is going to be the thing. So do we have something that proves she... Oh, right, we have the photo. License photo. There we go. Miss Meany, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meany? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Nope. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was perverted? Youch! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright! At the time of the accident, Miss Meany did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Yow! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the ow. Miss Meany, why do you think you would not have been able to allow... Why would... I can't say the sentence. Why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? I don't know why I'm saying able. That's because... I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meany, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Well, your last name is Meany, so... I wouldn't be allowed. Alright. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. That's not how you spell noob, is it? So that's, like, why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. How can a nurse at a clinic like that afford a giant sports car? Like, I feel like the salary would not be very commensurate with that. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I don't think the car is used for sports. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Okay. I'm curious to see if we have any court record stuff here. So, do we have anything that proves that her sister wasn't really, in, a position where that car, like, she would be interested in cars or something? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the contradiction is here. Okay, I don't see anything particularly obvious, so let's just press here. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permits. Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Wah! Ignorance is to be vipped. What is with her? What she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? Okay. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain, and, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Yeah, let's press harder on this. Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it? Well, so what was the point of pressing harder there? Okay. Maybe we had to press on several things. It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Hmm? The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Okay, let's press on this. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Oh, well, if you like cars that much, then. That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is, either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Okay. Is there something we have about this? Oh, it's because the passenger seat is on the right side. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! That was a weird scream. Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! Wow, that was very animated from the judge. Normally he just says, order, 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 but this was way more than that. Order! Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Ini said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Ini said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you've finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can be only one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Ini or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Ooh. Ooh. You know, one thing that did come up in the investigation yesterday was that the Hati Clinic was a place where people could get plastic surgery. And if this really was Ini Miney, then did she look completely different and then she got her face reconstructed to look like her sister? So maybe Ini was the one who was driving and this is actually Mimi, and she has the face of Ini after she was in the clinic. I'm going to say this. And the answer is Ini Miney, of course. Well, why would you say that? Miss Ini Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Ini Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. Wait. Oh, was that wrong? Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. If this is Mimi Meanie, and she's saying that she drove that night, then maybe she's... Okay, yeah. I basically spelled out the reasons for it, but I had the names mixed up when I clicked on them. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mini Meanie. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But what you just said, the witness, Miss Ini Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... Oh my, look at all that health we're about to lose. I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Meanie. Mimi Meanie, that is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery. This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of your younger sister. No! But Mimi Meanie, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Ini Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meanie? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Ini Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Ini. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meanie from existence. But what were her motive for doing that, though? Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. Wait. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Oh, okay. But, like, what would be the... Like, what would she have to lose, though? I guess that's what I'm curious, though. I mean, I understand that she doesn't want anyone to know who she really is, but it's not like... It's not like she killed her sister. Unless... Well, wait a minute. If she was the one driving... Oh, maybe that's the reason. Okay, I'm processing this in real time. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meanie. Okay, so maybe if they found out that it was really her, then she would be convicted for, like, manslaughter because she was in the car driving and... Okay. Yeah. Maybe that was the reason. Because if they found out that she was actually the driver, then she would be held liable for that. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Meanie was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Whoa. Well, Miss Ini, Miss Von Karma. Hey! Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Ooh, the real Mimi. That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meanie. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Meanie wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Is it the... Is it this? Because the malpractice thing could also be the reason as well. I forgot about that too. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident in her own sister's life, extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable! A plan beyond my wildest imagination! That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Ini has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yow! Did I sound like Mario crashing in Mario Kart there? And one more thing for good measure. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Do you know the definition of the term sore loser, Franziska? Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. You're not going to hold Franziska in contempt of court, Judge? Come on. Not guilty. Yay! I like how Maya's still standing up there. Or Pearl channeling Maya. That is all. This court is adjourned. Or, sorry, Mia. Mia, not Maya. Alright. 3:13 p.m. Back in the defendant lobby. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Aww. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess this is like the first time they've seen each other, right? Because normally Maya channels her. So, you know, it's not like they can talk or anything, but now that it's Pearl doing it, they can actually reunite. That's pretty cool. Sis, I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. Familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Aww. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lana would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Oh yay, it's the happy ending music. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Me neither. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Meanie with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... let's see here. It's somewhere here, right? Isn't there like a thing about the, or is it a profile? I bet it's a profile. Let's see here. Is it Pearl? I'm gonna say Pearl. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Khura'in Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power's too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. You know, I guess that does answer the question about, I posed this I think in the last video, is why Morgan would want this so badly if she wasn't all that great at it. But this makes a lot more sense, because Pearl is basically a prodigy at spirit mediuming, so... Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Aww. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. Uh-oh. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Khura'in, dear child. I sacrificed it all. All for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. Ooh, she's got the glary eyes. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Ooh, that's an ominous ending. But at least we solved this case. Alright, next up we've got... Let's see here. Turnabout Big Top. We have a giant picture of Francisco there. But we'll take on that case in the next video. So until then, everybody, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, and I will see you then.